right, welcome back as we turn to meteorologist Clay Smith, who's in with us today. The Storm Alert Center, well, the snow flurries tapering off, but the cold weather sticking around.
Yeah, that's right, Latrice. And some of the higher elevations may hang on to these flurries a little bit longer, but here in the valley, drier air starting to move in. With that being said, you still could see a few flurries dancing around for the next couple of hours, but you can still see some of that white showing up in places like Altamont, up through Dunlap, and then Flat Top Mountain. Again, could be getting some flurries, but we're starting to see a little bit of sunshine breaking through here in Chattanooga. Still a lot of clouds, don't get me wrong, but you can see some peaks of blue here and there. Now, some of the higher elevations, especially north and west of Chattanooga, Walden Ridge, Cumberland Plateau, again, it was very isolated, but some of these spots had some pretty decent little snow bands move through. This was Wheeler Mountain in Bledsoe County. You can see earlier, Ashley Hughes got a really good shot of some snow coming down. This is the road, and again, on Dayton Mountain, this was C.J. Crawford. So again, not Dayton, but Dayton Mountain in the higher elevations where we were seeing some of those decent snow. So if you went down to the valley floor, really not a whole lot going on other than some occasional flakes flying around. Now for your temperatures, generally in the 20s and 30s, just about everyone still below freezing, but with the sunshine peeking out, we're going to gradually warm into the mid to upper 30s here in the valley. The wind is just not letting up. We're still seeing gusts upwards of 25 to almost 30 miles per hour across parts of the area. That's leading to wind chill values still hanging on to the teens and 20s. So it's going to be a cold day. Again, it's already lunchtime, so we're not going to warm up a ton throughout the afternoon. Much colder than the record highs we were breaking at the end of last week. And here's a look at your highs. Again, I would say mid 30s here in the valley, about as good as it's going to get today. And you can still see some of those flurries flying across parts of Tennessee, North Alabama, back into western North Carolina. But the big story has been this nor'easter and blizzard that's been going on to our north and east, Boston, New York, Philadelphia. Some of these areas already pushing close to 30 inches of snow across parts of Rhode Island and southern Massachusetts, if you can believe that. So just a very powerful storm. I mean, we're talking thousands of flight delays, a lot of people without power, a high impact storm for those to our north and east. But for us, we just had a couple flurries and some wind gusts. Not too bad here in our neck of the woods, but we are going to have some rain coming back into the picture and also warmer air. So that rain likely moves in, I would say, Wednesday night into Thursday afternoon. Not really looking at much of a severe threat as of now, and maybe an inch or two of rain. So as we take a look at your futurecast, again, by 6 p.m. on Wednesday, a couple showers out there. That'll continue, and then as we get into, I would say, Thursday morning into the afternoon, we're going to have that main system come through. That'll give us our heaviest round of rain and maybe even some thunderstorms. There's going to be a little bit of instability. I don't think it's going to be widespread severe weather, but we certainly could have some stronger wind gusts as this moves through. And then by Thursday evening, a lot of this is going to be out of here. So again, not looking at a high impact system, but we certainly could pick up, I'd say, another inch or two of rain as this all swings through on Thursday. But today, again, flurries taper off. Temperature's still going to be quite chilly, so those morning flurries are transitioning to some afternoon sunshine. Tonight, another hard freeze. So if you already have, some of those potted plants out, getting ready for spring, bring those inside because we are looking at a hard freeze tonight. Next 7 days, trending warmer. We'll have some rain Thursday, but this weekend, going to feel like spring as we wrap up the final couple days of February, Latrice.
Just hold on and that change will come. Thank you so much, Clay.